guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you how I count my carbs for my meals and like what the preparation is to do a meal. And it's a lot of steps, so just be prepared. But that's what we're doing today, so let's get started. Okay, so first what I have to do is I have to pick what I'm going to have for my meal, because since I'm taking insulin before my meal, I have to commit to it. So yeah, so I'm just going to show you what I have to eat. So we're having an apple because when I'm planning my meals, I like to do a fruit and a veggie and then like a main meal and a dessert if I want to. So this is our fruit and apple. We're having a cucumber for our vegetable, a cheese quesadilla for my main meal, and then graham crackers for that. So now we have to figure out all the carbs. So what we use is a scale for pretty much everything. We use grams. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut both of these up the amount I want, and then I'll weigh them on here. So I'm going to cut these up, and then I'll show you how I weigh them. I lost it. All right, so I cut it all up, and now we put it on our scale. We zero it. My scale is like, it struggles. Okay, so we're going to do our cucumbers first, and that's 56, so I'm just gonna quickly write that down just on here while I wait. 56 cucumbers, and then we'll take this off, put this on, zero it. Okay, whoa, it's really finicky. And then put our apples in. They're a little too many, but 166 apples. All right, so now we know our weighing for that, so we're gonna figure out our other stuff, and then we'll add it all up and add it to our app. So we'll go with that. Now we're gonna do the graham crackers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to, right now I use my Fitness Pal. I'm trying to find another one, but this is the app that I use right now just to like add it all up. So we'll go to my Fitness Pal, and then if I go to diary, add food for lunch, we can do, what are these? Just graham crackers. So graham crackers, we're going to go here. Oh wait, no. So I try to find the brand. So it says 8 crackers. I like to just like make sure it's pretty much the same. 8 crackers is 24. It says 26 here. Whoa, guys, I'm below. Okay, so we'll have 8 crackers, which equals 2 full cracker sheets. Wow, these are like. So when I said I was low, most of you probably know what that means if you're an actual diabetic. If you're just watching this to like learn more or like support somebody, then you might not know, but basically a really common symptom of a low blood sugar is shakiness. And I like always get it when I'm normally below like 90. So I can like tell when I'm like doing stuff that I'm getting like shaky. So that means it's good that I'm going to be eating, because I need to get some more like glucose into me. So now we have added our graham crackers, and we're going to do our tortilla. So I'm having a quesadilla, and I'm just going to use 2 mini ones of these, it says 1 tortilla is 16. So if we go to small tortilla, it's mission 2 tortillas, 32. So that's right. So we added that. Then cheese, it's pretty much 0. The amount of cheese I'm probably going to put on is like 1 to 2, which doesn't really matter. So I don't really ever count cheese. So we're just not going to do the cheese. So, and then, where's my other? Oh. And then I'm going to have a sparkling water from Kirkland, but that's 0 carbs, so I don't need to count that because it's just sparkling water. It doesn't have any sugar in it. So now I'll go back to my thing, and we just check that we have everything. Graham crackers, tortilla, and then apples and cucumber. So I'm going to add these up, and then I will show you how to divide them. All right, so I added up my cucumbers, tortilla, apples, and graham crackers, and I got 82. So now what I'll do is you put it in. So your number of carbs, 82, divide it by 12. I'm pretty sure that's the standard, but if anyone has a different thing, you just divide it by that. But I think the standard is 12. But anyways, that's what I do. So we'll equal it, and then we round it. So it's above 0.75, so it's going to be 7 units of insulin for my food. So now we're going to figure out my blood sugar and do that. So yeah. All right, so we have my food is going. We have it all calculated. It's 7. So super excited about that quesadilla. Super yummy. So it's 7 units for my carbs. So now we get out my glucose tester because I don't have my CGM on. So we get out that, get out our hand sanitizer because it's really important to clean your hands, like wash them or use hand sanitizer because you can have glucose just on like the surface of your fingers and it can affect it. And that's really important. Like a week or two ago, I took mine and it was like 156. And then my dad was like, have you washed your hands? And I was like, no, I didn't. And I washed it and it was like 120. So you really need to make sure you check that and you do that. So I got this really yummy smelling stuff from Bath and Body Works, but just normal hand sanitizer, whatever you want. Just make sure you clean your hands, like alcohol wipes. It's all good. So we put on our hand sanitizer. So hand sanitizer, make sure it's on your fingertips, like where you're going to actually do it. Make sure it's not just on your palms because that won't do anything. Get out our test strips. Got one of those. Whoa, I'm shaking really bad. So I have a one-touch Veriflex blood tester stripper thingy, my bobber. So we stick this in, and once we see the little dot of blood blinking, we know it's ready. Because if you do it before or like there's no blinking, then you do it again because it says error. So before we do that, we need to change my lancet, which is a diabetes term. That's your little needle for your thing. So I just pop mine out, untwist it, and I put this on here. We'll just put this in here to plug in my safe thing, which you don't really need the top. And then I just pop this bad boy back on and get it ready. So I've set mine set to 4, whatever yours is, for the like amount of pressure it does. So we just make sure this is still going and then we just do it. So I'm gonna do here. That did not hurt. May not have got enough blood. Yeah, that's not enough blood. Okay, so gotta do it one more time. Make sure you rotate fingers and like rotate sides of fingers. Cause since I'm left-handed, I don't always do this side of them. And then I like have dots on one side and not the other. So just make sure you do it. Okay, it's still beeping. Make sure there's no air bubbles or else you'll have to do it again. It didn't work. Okay, so we did it again for the second time and I'm at 113, which is a little weird because I feel super shaky, but it might just be because I'm hungry, like, and it might not necessarily be my blood glucose because it's been about like 5 hours, so an hour normal, more than usual, and I like ate in between hours a lot yesterday and I only had cheese sticks, so it's probably just that. So, done with that, now we get our pan ready. Okay, so for our food, we had 7 units. So first, we do a little prepping to make sure a little bubble comes out so you're not getting enough. You just want to make sure the needle's full. Just got those bubbles out. So we did, a second, just got to check this because we want it. So we got 7. And then our blood sugar was in between our range, which was like 70 to 130. So that's good. So we literally just have 7. Okay, so now we do it. We're doing it on the back of my arm. My dad's just going to do it. So what we do is, ready? So we squeeze it, and you want it for the arm, you want to make sure it's more in the back, not in the front, because I've done that and it bruised here. So you want to make sure it's like in the back. So what I do is I squeeze it. You don't necessarily have to. Like right there. So squeeze.
1,
and then
2,
1,
3.
2, 3. Then you press it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unsqueeze and pull out. Beautiful. Okay, so now I get to eat and yeah. All right, so that's pretty much the whole process of figuring out my food. Normal 4 hours between times. You just figure out your food, figure out how many carbs it is, add it up, divide it by 12, take your blood sugar, find what range it is in, and then add it all up, put your insulin in, make your food, and then eat. So it's a lot of steps, but you get used to it eventually. So just make sure you're committed to the food you're going to eat. And if you don't ever, like, if you ever feel full or you don't need to eat anymore, you just get like a juice or something that has it in and just take the amount that you didn't eat. So make sure you know how much you're eating so you can do that. But that's pretty much it. So after you take your insulin, normally I like do all my stuff and then take my insulin and then make my food because you're supposed to wait. They want you to wait like around like 5 to 15 minutes. You don't have to. And then you want to eat your food in like 15 minutes after like you wait or take your insulin. So that's it. Hopefully this helped you or just helped you understand if you don't even have diabetes. So I use my Fitness Pal to do that and then just like calculator, but you can also just use like Google or a different app. So yeah, keep it real and keep it balanced.